I'm going to show you how to add an email link to your website. Now, to get a good mark on the unit you need at least one of these, and you might even want to add more than one. So I've got a real website here for the Hyde Park Picture House, a cinema that's in Leeds, and I've found on their contact page, Contact Us, they've got an email and phone numbers and things that you can get in touch with them, their address as well. And if you look at the email link, if you click on it, it actually launches an email ready to send, and that's what we're going to do ourselves. Now, the email address they've chosen is info@hydeparkpicturehouse.co.uk, and their website is www.hydeparkpicturehouse.co.uk, so it all makes sense, and the name of their site is Hyde Park Picture House. So try and think of an email address that's going to work for your website. So here's an example. I'm making this cinema website for Flix Cinemas, and here's my I've got several pages, as you can see. I've got a Contact Us page which has got a sign up form, and I've decided to add my email here, and I'm going to make up an address that makes sense for this site. So it doesn't matter that this is not real, it doesn't matter it's not a real email address. What I'd like you to do is choose an address that works for your website. So I might use the idea that I've just seen. I'm going to do info@flixcinemas.co.uk, and that is a sensible address. Okay, I'm going to highlight that, just that bit I've added, the info@flixcinemas.co.uk. I'm going to right click and I'm going to hyperlink. And at the moment there's no hyperlink. Now, we already know how to add a link to a page in our own site. We know how to add a link to another website. This time I'm going to do internet email, and all you've got to do is type the address in here. Now, if your spelling is a bit dodgy, which mine often is, you can always copy and paste the address in that you've just typed. You can always copy that one before you go and add this link. So info@flixcinemas.co.uk, I think that I've got that right, I think I've got it the same. Just take a minute to check you've typed it the same, or you've got it the same as the one that you've put on the page. If you want, you can actually put a subject in that will already automatically go into the message, so you can actually go into more detail. You could put inquiry or something if you wanted to, and that's up to you whether you want to put in a subject line for the people using the site. If you want to leave it sort of general, you can just leave that blank. But there's my email link. If I say OK, that is now an email. Now, it's using the colours of the colour scheme of my site, and if you want to change that, you can go into colour scheme and look at this list of colours you've got for email links. It's not brilliant, is it? But you'll have your own colour scheme set up for your website. But that will now launch an email window. I'll just show you that. So let's preview that page. So if I click on the link, info@flixcinemas.co.uk, it launches an email with that address in it, and it's actually got the subject inquiry which I set up. So I'd like you to at least add one of these addresses to your website. If you want to add more than one, you could do something like email us, you could have info, and you could maybe have one for jobs or something like that. Maybe they're going to be advertising for new jobs, so you could have jobs@flixcinemas.co.uk, and you could make that one link to the slightly different address of jobs. Okay, so I'm just going to change that one, and then you've got two email links on your site. So don't just copy my example exactly, but have a think, what for your site, what would work? Can you think of at least one address that you can add as an email link?